You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Hello,
Hello, and welcome to the first drunk episode of the Code Rad Show.
Lucky.
I cannot believe we've done over 100 episodes, and I think this is the first drunk episode. And just speaking for myself, of course, we record these on Thursday nights almost always, and Thursday's not a big drinking night for me, but we're very sad about I've been influenced by Tiny Toons. I watched that episode of Tiny Toons, and I've just become an alcoholic since.
No, what have you done? Now you're gonna steal a police car and drive off a mountain and blow yourself up or something. Just like
Right. Between seeing how cool those teenage toons made drinking seem, and then my utter sadness about the cancellation of Doctor Who has just driven me to the bottle. So, everyone, drink up. Rest in peace, Doctor Who. What was it? 2004 to 2026.
I think so. I think 0405, kind of around there. But
So that basic that time. So yeah, this channel has been has been heavily influenced by Doctor Who. We've done a lot of episodes. I love lifelong Doctor Who fan. We've never discussed New Who very much because just I enjoyed the early David Tennant, Christopher Eccleston episodes a lot.
Me too.
But did not care for anything that happened afterwards very much. And so I don't want to be, I'm not into hate watching. I don't want to get on here and just, bitch and moan about how much I hate Doctor Who. So we talk about old Doctor Who, which even when it's not that great, I still kind of love it. But it's been really confirmed. I think it's official now. Doctor Who has been canceled. All that talk about a Christmas special was just malarkey.
I think they are doing an animated series, I think.
I heard something about that, like CBeebies. I don't even know.
That's
what
like the kids.
Is that BBC, like kids BBC?
But I think it's for little kids, though, I think.
Right, yeah.
So I'm not sure if it's going to be the Doctor when he's younger or when he was younger. I don't know, but I liked Christopher Eccleston. I thought he was great. David Tennant was great. Matt Smith, not so much. I did like Peter Capaldi. I thought he was very good.
Peter Capaldi was great, although he was, he elevated the show so much just by being there. He was great, but not enough to get me back to watching the show. I mean, I really dislike the Moffat era, which is kind of ironic because he wrote some great episodes of the RTD era. The one where they were like on the French Revolution ship and they're in space and the spaceship is cannibalizing parts of humans to repair itself. Whatever, that was a great episode. He did a couple of really strong episodes, but then he took over the show and I just hated it. It was just like radioactive to me. That's when I gave up on it. I stopped. I could not keep watching it. It would have been a hate watch for me, but that is not my. I got better things to do with my life. So
I get you, and I like Jodie, but not her stories. And I guess the last guy, Ncuti Gatwa, I did like him. He had some good episodes, but I thought I think he needed more good episodes. He had some good episodes, but I think it just wasn't really to keep things. So maybe it's for the best. Maybe it kind of stays on the shelf for a little while, and then maybe when the time is right, bring it back. Hopefully, one day it will come back. I think it will, but maybe it's for the best. Maybe just kind of give it some time, let it just breathe, give it a few years, and then
yeah. I mean,
bring it back.
I mean, to me, it seems obvious that these, these these properties, these franchises, they need to rest. I mean,
Yeah.
the most popular one of all time, the greatest one of all time, Star Wars, went away for like 16 years.
Yep.
It's like there were us fanatics, the people like me who are crazy about Star Wars, who kept thinking about it. I mean, people like, say, Kevin Smith, you're like, who makes Clerks, and people are talking about Star Wars, and you're like, oh my God, this guy gets me. This is, these are regular guys talking about Star Wars. They're talking to me. But for the most part, the general public did not care about Star Wars from about, 84 to 96, something like that. And
not really. No,
I think that's the natural way these franchises need to go away. And when you just keep milking them endlessly, it's just so. I mean, I think it's it's a good thing that Doctor Who finally got canceled, because, like, in comparison, something like Star Trek that just keeps going and going and no one cares. It's completely irrelevant. Star Trek used to be like really important in the popular culture. I mean, I remember Lynn, like when we went to see Wrath of Khan with her, she was surprised at like how she's like, oh, that's where that came from. There's like, beam me up, Scotty, and stuff. Like, so much of the stuff they said in that movie, she knew, but she didn't even know it was from Star Trek. But yeah, it's hard to imagine anything from current Star Trek entering the popular consciousness like, the original series and the early movies did.
It's like that old saying, how can I miss you if you won't go away?
Right.
Old saying, how can I miss you? And I think definitely Star Wars and Star Trek should take a rest, I think. I think even, I never thought I'd say this, but I think even Marvel, I love Marvel, but I think after Secret Wars, I think it's time to kind of give it a rest. But I don't think they're going to. I think it's going to be just probably, I think they're going to do the opposite, I think. But yeah, I think Marvel, I think all Star Trek, Star Wars, and Marvel should just take a rest for a little while.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, people get fatigued by anything, even if it's as great as Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah. I think, I guess anything, the 50s was Westerns, and the 60s was spy movies, and then horror, and then comedy movies, and then, teenage English wizard kids. I think, whatever the genre is, sooner or later it fades, sooner or later. And I think, I think there's a lot of things right now that they should give it a rest, and hopefully, they will. Hopefully, we'll see. Well, Doctor Who's definitely going to take a rest, but
seems to be that way, and hopefully it goes away for long enough that the rebirth can be good.
Hope so.
Russell T Davies, I think he's done some very questionable things recently, but he really brought the show back in a strong way back in the early 2000s, and it wasn't the greatest show ever, but I mean, we all loved it. It was super popular. I mean, you cannot argue with the popularity of, the David Tennant years of.
Oh, he was great. I miss it. Yeah, he was amazing.
And he was the show was super popular. It was a international phenomenon. And until someone's ready to infuse that kind of life again into Doctor Who, it needs to just go away.
Yeah.
So,
just
one thing that went away, but we're going to bring back is Ulysses 31.
Ulysses, no one else can do the things you do. I love that theme.
Awesome theme song.
Great theme.
Awesome spaceships. Mythology in space.
Yeah, this was very. I hadn't seen this in years, but there were only 5 series from the cartoons from the 80s I could still watch. Enjoy today, but this was really, really good. Like, very well done. Let's see. So, like our previous episode, this was also a Japanese and French co-production, like Mysterious Cities of Gold. Let's see. Also, it was done by Deke, who also did Inspector Gadget and the Real Ghostbusters and other
Mm.
things. And also, it was also done by Tokyo Movie Shinsha Studios, which has done things like Lupin the Third, a pretty popular anime. So what very clever. So what they did was that they decided to take the story of Ulysses or Odysseus and kind of put it in the 31st century. So yeah, very clever. This
Mhm.
episode, the first one, is called "Vengeance of the
Mm.
Gods," and the gods are crazy, and they're also the gods can be just plain dicks. I mean,
Mm.
what Zeus puts Ulysses through. So we begin in the Earth colony of Troy.
Yeah, yeah, awesome. I made a note when I saw this. I'm not sure that's a space station or what, but it looks like a Spartan helmet. Super
It
cool.
kind of does. Yeah. I didn't think about that, but yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. um, and I think the animation was really beautiful. They did
It
a
was
really great job.
yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, fantastic spaceships and
Yeah,
space stations and everything. Yeah, it looks great.
did a great job. So, so it's the 31st century at the space station Troy, and regrettably, Ulysses must leave. I think he's going to return to Earth to see his wife Penelope. Let's see. Before they leave, they have his son Telemachus. They throw him a birthday party. Now, this
Uh,
character, I was like, but I think at least he is annoying, but I don't think he was featured enough. He didn't pull the episode down for me. He didn't ruin it for me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. I love No.
I don't know if I love him, but I know a lot of kids shows from the '80s. They had to have some sort of if it was an animal like a dog or a bird or whatever, or in this case a
Hmm.
robot. But I think he didn't ruin it for me. He was in it just enough.
Oh no, not at all.
Um,
He's fine.
and he sounds like this. Okay, so basically there's his crew there. They see him off, and they take off on the Odyssey. Um, and there is the navigation system. Um,
Yeah, very cool design.
yes, very. Um, let's see.
Yeah, I'm not like an expert on, mythology and all that. I mean, I was wondering if that computer interface thing was supposed to be kind of like an oracle or something.
I think so. Yeah, because it does kind of look like an eye.
Yeah, yeah, very cool looking. Yeah.
Is it Shirk? You remember? I'm sorry, folks. I forget. Shirky or
Yeah,
um
yeah. Yes, there was something named similar to that. But yeah,
Shirka?
everything
Shirka?
in this everything in this episode is very cool design.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's just awesome right there. There's that
Hmm.
alone, and also there's the Iris, another part of the ship,
Yeah.
the Odyssey. But something strange happens. They're approaching a planet, and this sort of like ball of energy kind of comes from the planet. And what happens? Well, they can see that it's coming. Telemachus can see it from one of the observation decks, and
Mm.
he sees it's coming right towards them. Gets very close, very very close, and actually, yeah,
Kidnaps him.
it does. Yeah, it does kidnap him, and it gets taken away in this ball of energy.
Yeah.
And of course, when Ulysses finds out about it, he is pretty upset, as any father would be. Ulysses meets up with these. It turns out they're being held captive by the disciples of the Cyclops.
Yes.
So he meets Yumi and Numimore on the planet Zotra, and I believe that Yumi has some sort of psychic abilities. I believe. Um,
I don't even remember, but yeah, I mean, even for like a dummy like me, when you see that, they encounter, they're getting kidnapped by Cyclops, it becomes pretty obvious what,
yeah,
the point of this whole series is.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. So Cyclops is the thing that the disciples they uh, normally they're blind, but luckily Cyclops does give them light whenever he's offered sacrifice. Um, so I think Telemachus wants to call his father, but doesn't have any communication device. But Yumi says, "No, just think about him. Focus your mind on him, and I'll help you. I'll do the rest." So yeah, she has some sort of psychic ability, psychic enhancing abilities, and it does work. He gets a mental message of where Telemachus is, so he decides to go and rescue him, as any good father would do. So here we have Ulysses, or I've heard other people call him a Space Jesus, or a Space Andy Gibb, or a Barry Gibbs, whichever.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Heard
yeah.
the Bee Gees comparison. Yeah.
So we get a pretty good look at what the disciples look like, the race of their cult, and there's the Cyclops, rather than being like this one-eyed beast, is actually this like kind of a part of this machinery, this giant machine.
Cool. Also, kind of like the Eye of Sauron.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Has those tentacles like down below. I think what they were doing is that they were sacrificing the kids, but I think the Cyclops would take their energy, I believe, is what was going on. I think just draining them their life energy. So it's their turn, unfortunately, but luckily Ulysses comes to the rescue with his very cool sword and his light shield.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. His gun doubles as a lightsaber.
Yeah. So that was very cool. He asks the No to get the oh god, I'm saying I can't remember the whatever that thing's called. But basically you can see like that silver dish that is gonna come to play later, because the Cyclops starts firing on No, and Ulysses says, "No, use the dish for like a shield to reflect the Cyclops' power back at it." So he does, and hey, direct hit. He is able to free Telemachus.
Hey, yeah, we defeated the Cyclops. Everything is great. Happy ending. Everything's okay, right?
Or is it? Well, we'll see. We'll see, because the gods. Of course, this guy, the leader of the disciples, curses him, saying, "The gods will have their revenge on you." And let's see. So, unfortunately, when he kills the Cyclops, it also destroys the entire planet that these guys live on. So before he dies, he calls out and says, "Zeus, almighty Zeus, hear us, avenge us, avenge." And then before he can finish the sentence, he gets blown up like that. So yeah, so goodbye, evil disciple, leader of the disciples of the of Cyclops. So there's a planet pretty much like getting blown up, and there's the aftermath, but they notice something strange is happening. And he hears a voice saying, "Mortals, I wish to speak to the one known as Ulysses." And it's like, "I'm Ulysses." And like, why did you destroy my Cyclops?" And Ulysses says, "Why did you kidnap my son?" I think it's a very fair question. But Zeus, Zeus is kind of a jerk, as we know. So, so he says, "I will, for destroy my Cyclops, your punishment is to wander aimlessly amongst the stars in an unknown galaxy until you find the kingdom of Hades." Which I guess essentially that's hell, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So is that kind of, you think you want to stay away from the kingdom of Hades?
Yeah.
But they get sucked into a new galaxy, an unexplored galaxy, and they're going in, and there's the Odyssey gets taken over by this really weird energy. Something happens to the crew. They become lifeless as stone.
Yes.
As we'll see in the beginning. And his navigation computer says that the way to Earth has been erased from my memory. So I can't help you.
Right, yeah.
Your name, I feel so bad. I mean, Shukri? Nah. That thing. I thought this animation right here was very cool. Very trippy. When it first enters this unknown galaxy, it looks look at that. I thought it was very, very cool.
Oh yeah. The spaceship is very cool. I forget what it was called.
The Odyssey.
That's right. It is the Odyssey. The Odyssey is very cool, eye shaped, and the space scenes are very cool.
I just noticed the background with the blue and
Yeah, it's
the
going
blue
into
and
a
white
black
lines.
hole here, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, that's
Oh
also
yeah,
really nice
that's
there
awesome.
too.
That looks great. Yeah.
Beautiful shot. Yeah, they did a great job of this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so let's see. So Ulysses decides he's gonna fix the iris part of the ship. But unfortunately, this is happening. Something strange is happening with crew members.
Yeah.
So basically, they're not really dead. I think it's more of like a state of suspended animation. I think they're like
Yeah, they
zombies, I
say
guess.
they're turned to stone, but they don't really
Yeah.
look like stone.
No, I think we see maybe a Gorgon does it, or we see like this creature,
Mm,
um, turn them into like make them lifeless.
right.
And even even Numenor gets the stone treatment too. Luckily, Telemachus is alive, and I did some research actually regarding the original story of Ulysses or Odysseus, if you prefer. So apparently, during the voyage of the original Ulysses, his crew was starving. So they find these cattle and they kill them and eat them. It turns out, though, unfortunately, the cattle belong to Helios.
Mm,
And when Zeus finds out, he's pretty upset. So he kills the crew, everybody in the crew except for Ulysses, because Ulysses
mm,
did not partake in the eating. But he was the captain, and when
yeah.
your entire crew is starving, it's like, well, I mean, what are
Yeah.
you gonna? You gotta do something. So can't let your crew starve. Um, so he's riding with his son once more.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this shot of the crew just being lifeless is just it's kind of creepy, very creepy.
Yeah.
So he basically has to find the kingdom of Hades with very minimal without help from his oracle or help from his crew. And basically, yeah, they just we just see so Yumi is unaffected
Mm,
somehow, and Telemachus um, is still alive,
mm-hmm.
and Nono, of course, is there, and of course Ulysses. So basically, yeah, I think this was a very I really enjoyed this. This was very well done. Very story was great, very intelligent. Animation was beautiful. The music between the hair metal and the keyboards is very 80s. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great. But what did you think?
Oh, I thought it was super cool. Yeah, I love the spaceship design. I love it was like, a fairly mature, you know, space adventure story. Unlike 2001 Space Odyssey, this had actual it actually drew from the Greek myths, the
Yeah,
actual
yeah, right.
Odyssey, Ulysses and all that. Not that I'm an expert on that, but
No,
as I don't think 2001 Space Odyssey really had any, I don't remember any cyclops or anything like that from that. But
no, just a lot of monkeys. Yeah,
yeah.
a lot of monkeys.
Very engaging plot, super cool, spaceship designs and everything.
And
How was
like,
that?
yeah, no, like, same here. And like Star Blazers, it's serialized.
Oh yeah,
And,
yeah, yeah, yeah. I went
and
ahead and watched episode 2. I
me
mean,
too.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was kind of self-contained.
Yeah, yeah. But
One
it
of
does.
one of the guys is like frozen into stone, gets unfrozen, and but then he's
Yes,
frozen again at the end. So, but yeah, really cool. Yeah, for
with the witch
'80s.
that was with the witch and her children.
Oh, right, right. Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
witch.
that which
Yeah.
was hilarious.
Yes.
Right, right.
uh,
Yeah, the runaway planet. I was having trouble remembering. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Super cool series if you want to watch space adventures. Yeah. Check out Ulysses 31. It's
AKA
31 stands for 31st century.
Space Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was very well done, and there were toys, but only in France.
Oh, yeah.
I definitely would have gotten some, yeah, but only in France. Yeah, so
Yeah,
once
the
again,
Odyssey
America
spaceship
gets left
super
out.
cool. Yeah.
We did get a lot of cool toys here, but still, that would have been nice. I would have definitely would have gotten that back then because that was yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, very cool. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you for joining us. And Code Rad concludes for tonight.
All right, Jason. Take care. Everybody have a good
Bye,
night.
Jim.
Adieu. Buonasera.
Adios.
Adios.